So.
Hey, everybody, this could be the last time I get to sing the overworld theme, so I'm getting it done while I can.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and point out that this recording session is it's basically got one purpose, and that is to, now that we're ready to go, we could technically take on the final dungeon right now, Alex. We could do that.
So where are we?
Because there's a bunch of side content that I've been promising at the beginning of this playthrough, and so at that point, we're gonna take this on. And thankfully, it's not that long, but there's one particular piece I think you, in particular, will enjoy.
Okay.
Because you've admitted, and obviously if people have seen on his channel, he has seen, technically, the ending of this game. Or at least he's seen pieces of it.
Yeah, pieces.
And so some pieces of those might not necessarily make sense. We're going to help make that make sense right now.
I'm not sure you can, but
So,
considering this game.
it's all right. It's all right. But first of all, I'm going to showcase the world that you have not been able to... Crap, I pressed the wrong button. I am playing way too many buttons that play differently on like old PlayStation 1 games. That was kind of the bane of the PlayStation 1, is all the RPGs played differently. And so all their buttons were weird and different. Best way I know how to explain this, because I don't know if Alex ever had that problem. Final Fantasy VII, this would be the run button. Xenogears, this is the run button.
Oh yeah, the circle.
And what's funny is that the opposite would be true as well. So this would be the run button, and this would be the confirm button for anything that happens, the circle button. And Xenogears runs on the opposite. Another one that throws me off is in Final Fantasy VIII, this is your accelerator button for... The square button is accelerate for your transportation. Triangle is accelerate in Xenogears. Do you see my problem, people? All right, so this is the world that you have been exploring, Alex. There is the Kingdom of Ave. And they even added that tiny little tunnel right there. Do you want to know what that is? That is where you can actually re-enter the Stalactite Cavern if you want to.
Wow.
To be able to go see Old Man Bao. Technically, he's not there anymore. There's Bart's hideout, so you can check that out. All of this we've already technically seen before, but there's Fort Jasper. So there you go. And also Neeson. Now, I'm going to be really careful because I think I know it. Nope, never mind. So this is Kislev. That's how close they were. Like, this is the entire continent of Ignis. And another thing that I want to showcase for Kislev is... Oh, I want to say... Yeah, here is a village. Here is the wrecked village of Lahan. Technically, you could have gone back and seen it, but you couldn't have done anything there. So there you go. This is the entire continent of Ignis, where a lot of our time was spent in Disc 1. Now we're going to go to this other dot on the map, but we're also going to be very careful, because if I get too close to the final area, it will start up the sequence for it.
Right.
So
where is the final area on the map?
This is going to sound really bad, but I can never remember.
Okay.
So that's why I'm going to be playing it a little by ear. Okay, so you see this little tunnel out here in the Arctic region?
Yes.
It is actually one of the anima dungeons. It's the second anima dungeon. So this is where you can manually enter, and it's actually like the best place to get experience at this point in the game.
Okay.
I believe on this continent is where the final one is, but I might be wrong. If I get close, then obviously I'll pull back. But yep. So that is... So we're technically okay. Crap, I need to get back in there. That is what a lot of people have called Neo Merkava.
Right.
Basically, after our initial attack, it terraformed into that.
Right.
So now it's not even Merkava anymore. It's strictly Deus. We're not going to go in there because we would start up the sequence. Now where we're at is, this is the entire area of Aquavi. So there is the wrecked Ethos headquarters. So this is where we spent another good half of the game in Disc 1. So basically we were only spending time in like the upper right and lower left corners of the whole world map. That ought to blow your mind.
Yeah.
This is where we spend a lot of our time. And unfortunately, you can't explore any of the Aqua V areas anymore because they're thoroughly wrecked. This furthest dot to the south is Shavat. This is the remains of Shavat after the attack that they suffered that we didn't get to see on camera. So this is where you start things off after the whole events of getting Xenogears. So you have that. I believe this one is one of our destinations today. No, this is where the first Anima Relic is. So you could technically go back and do all the stuff for the first Anima Relic again, or go back and get chests if you want. This was another major point in the plot of Disc 2 that we didn't get to see. This is Tora's house. So you can go back to Tora's house if you want to, and if you go further onto this continent, this is the mass driver that they used to send nanomachines to heal everybody and that eventually kind of blew up in our faces.
Right.
So this is the mass driver that Ellie and Emeralda went to. So there you go. These are some major areas that you can actually see on the world map that we couldn't see because Disc 2 had such an active narrative. But one of our destinations is going to be going back to Kislev. Because like I said earlier on in this playthrough, if you come back to Kislev, you have a bonus mode that you can play whenever you want. Because it's the end of the world as we know it. But we feel fine, so at that point... And I love the fact that its theme has taken over here. So, the Battling Arena. You can revisit the Battling Arena. Except now, it is a full-on fighting game.
Oh, cool.
So, technically we don't have a second controller to plug in here, but beyond here is the competitor's gear storage paddock. Sorry, but to prevent pilots cheating. And you'll notice that they put the Merkava music in here.
Yeah.
So, I think you talked to these guys. Yeah, there we go. What can I do for you? You can earn battle points and do item exchanges for it, but it's not really all that worth it. Welcome to the Imperial Capital's Battling Arena. Enter a battling match. I'm just going to go ahead and show this off really quick because this is now the full battle arena that you can unlock. So choose your game mode. What's a game mode? So Special Mode 1 or Special Mode 2. I believe the Imperial Games Battling Contest event has been changed to a regular sport. There are now 2 modes. Special Mode 1 is the same as ordinary matches, except for, well, see for yourself. It's faster to try it out than hear me explain it. Special Mode 2 differs from ordinary matches in that upon winning a bout, you receive battle points, which you can collect and exchange for prizes. Nothing of real merit or value. It's actually just a bunch of vanity items, I think is the best way to be able to look at it. You remember way back when we got that mini gear? Like a gear action figure? That's what you can get from this. But if we do Special Mode 1, you now have access to pretty much every gear you have seen in this game.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll showcase it. So practice, well, I'll just go ahead and do practice. So there you go. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through the list here. We have Weltal, Heimdall, Brigadier, Renmazwo, Steer, Blade Gash, which is Dominia's gear, Sabzen, Cressens. You can play as Choo-Choo in this. Weltal 2, Xenogears, Elfenrir, so this is Citan's Omnigear, Anvari, Renmazwo 2, Steer 2, Ganador. This is actually one of the... So these are all the ones that you fought in the Kislev arc. Ganador, Titan, Windshaver, Firewheel, Silver Star, Musha, Hatamoto, and Backfire, I think are all the ones that we faced. Then you get Shinobi, Worm. You could actually be like the big worm we fought at the beginning of the game.
Right.
Tin Robo, Rankar. You could be a Rankar. Etone 1, Etone 2, Golem, Fixbot, Worker, Dozer, Death. So like you remember the big fish that we kept on running into? That's what this is. Merman, Salvager, Trooper, Twin Burner, Spear Trooper, Spear Tripper, Sufel. You can actually play as the Sufel Mass if you want to.
Okay.
El Gunner, EG Armor, Pedestal, Eden, EG Blade, and back to Weltal. There are technically 2 gears you can unlock in this. I don't know if it's for battle points or not, but you can get Id's gear, So you can play as id's version of Weltall. And then you could also get, and it's the only way you can play as it, Ellie's Omni-Gear. It's the only way you can play as it in the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick, for the heck of it, I'll pick Xenogears and just showcase it. So up against Yudge. And so it's exactly as you remember it, Alex. You can just play it this way. Here's the dash. We can literally just kill everybody. And you can see all the frames and damage that you're doing. All of that. So pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
You could actually play this however you want. Oh, and actually, I think this is new. You can change the frame rate. That's even better. Exit practice mode. So that's one thing that you can do, and if you guys want to know the details on how to get the other two gears, let me know in the comments below, and I'll put it in there. It's pretty complicated, and I've seen 3 or 4 ways that have been explained to be able to go get it. And I know one works. I just can't remember off the top of my head which one works. So there you go. That's one thing I wanted to showcase is the Kislev Battle Arena. You can go there now if you play through Xenogears and Disc 2. Now, you'll notice that we're back out on the world map, and we don't have our gears, but that's okay. Because we are actually going to be getting back into the Yggdrasil. And we have to do a little bit of a party switch, because the next major event is involving one particular character. If you don't have her, you don't get the event.
Oh, dear.
So... And actually, I believe the game will proceed with a different script.
Oh, cool.
So, and at that point, it's a much shorter deal, but you want the main the character of it to be there, which is Emeralda. How many people want to learn about Emeralda today?
Yeah.
So...
You're the only ones who can save us. We're counting on you.
By the way, I have the most serious crush on my cousin. Stop it! Okay, so we're going to keep Citan because I think he has some fairly good dialogue throughout the game. And we're going to swap out Emeralda for Bart.
For Bart? Hey, why do I gotta stay behind, huh?
Because all of your inventive dialogue comes later. Okay, so now that we have Emeralda, and I should probably point out that as far as death blows, I have virtually everything. Except Emeralda's last one. It's a bear to go and get. But I finally figured out what I needed for it. And I might do a little bit of a grinding session after this just to secure it. But we have to do this event first. So, now that we've got Emeralda, let's go and talk to Sigurd. We don't have much time left. Let's go to win ourselves true freedom. Shall we launch the Yggdrasil? Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, so our destination technically is not a dot on the map. So I am going to have to do a little bit of exploring. But let's see. I know it's not on Ignis. It's going to blow your mind. It's like it's open and available, but it technically doesn't have a dot on the map. So I believe it's down in the Aquavie area, but I might be wrong. Okay, so this is the Anima dungeon. All right, so let's go. Is it in the Arctic? Yes, I always come so prepared on these ones, don't I, Alex?
Indeed you do.
It doesn't matter. Like, it's not shown on the map in the strategy guide. I'd have to go look it up, and I don't need to. Okay, so there's Bart's orphanage. Or Billy's orphanage, sorry. Let's see. Is this it? No, it is not. That's the original Zeboim dungeon that we went into, so it's not what we're looking for. There's the Ethos headquarters. Ryman Netley. It's remote. But it's worth it, because I want to be able to unlock this, because there's another awesome thing that you can get with it. you get the final gear merchant, roughly. And it's very, very helpful. Is this it? Is this it? I can't remember. Oh, you want to know what this is? This is where the Zohar was.
Oh, yeah.
Where we unlocked Xenogears. So I forgot to show that off. I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't think we go back to the same Zeboim area. Oh. Okay, yep, that was almost a bad idea.
Oh, got too close to the...
Yeah, we almost got really close, and we could have started up the final event. Which is kind of a point of no return. One of these also is Duneman Isle. I think this is the one, and if you want to, even though it's not necessary, you can get Saiton's last or final sword here. And be able to get the Yamato sword, but I believe it's only for his character model, not for the gear. So not necessarily all that worthwhile for us. Could it be this island up here? Crap. It's around here. I will even magic just until we find it, but oh, where is it? It's not on any of the continents. And there's Duneman Isle. I believe it's got a warehouse on top of it. No. Oh, actually, you know what? I think this is where the first Anima dungeon is. I think it's here. I might be wrong. Yeah, I might be right. Okay. So this is where Anima Dungeon 1 is, and then I was wrong. It apparently is here. We'll get confirmation right now. Okay. I believe we can just step out. No, Anima Relic 1. Okay. So this is Anima Relic 1. Is it this one? I don't think so. No, it's a big windmill. There it is. There it is.
Hey,
okay.
we found it.
We found it. So it's this remote little lighthouse. Well, what could be so important about a lighthouse, right? Ah, damn it. Oh, hi. Ginormous buffalo things. Well, I don't want to fight you if I don't have to. Oh, mammoths. My apologies. That's a big mouth. Okay, are we done now? Because you're not going to do anything to me. Can we please run? Do I actually have to fight you?
Looks like it.
Fine. I'll fight you. I don't care that you breathe fire. In fact, you should care that I'm going to kick you, well, basically around this map. Bam! 2900 right off the bat. Instant death. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that'll kill you. Man, I really wish there was an item in this game that just killed the random encounters. Okay. They're killing my jive here, all right? So go into the lighthouse. You could technically see this in Aquavie, but you can't do anything with it until this part of the game.
Okay.
So the base of this lighthouse was built several thousand years ago. Islanders added a light to make it into a lighthouse, but no one knows what it really is. Huh, several thousand years ago, you say? So, are we talking, as in thousands of years, Zeboim era? In fact, we are. This is another relic of the Zeboim era that actually houses a lot of amazing crap. So look at that. Water's like seeping in. It's a shopping area.
Yeah, that's cool. The city we saw from Emeralda's ruins. We've come a long way from there.
So this is technically the interesting part is when you go into that pipe area in the Zeboim ruins and you see that huge vantage point with all that city, Alex. This is what you're looking at.
Okay.
Roughly. At least that's the way that the creator intended. Now, we're going to need to be a little bit careful because you can get random encounters in this area. And we also get access to the Final Gear Merchant. And I really want to get him. In fact, it's going to be very relevant, and some people are going to have a giggle at it. All right. But also, while we're down here, you'll notice we have some chests that we can go and get. I would recommend that people go get them because they have things like Deathblower 3. I believe one of these buildings... Yeah, so you see that little light right there?
Yeah.
It means somebody's there. Oh, hi. You want to know how much I don't care about you guys? I literally instant miss you all the freaking... Okay, my bad. You hit me for 1 HP. Ouch. What on earth am I going to do, Alex? They scratched the paint. They literally scratched the paint. What the hell? Okay, so I believe we insta-enter, right? Yeah, it looks like we... that would be Faye.
Oh, sorry. It looked exciting for a moment. It looks like we can get out of here. Our gears...
And go on foot.
Go on foot. Get out of our gears and go on foot.
Yeah, so this is what they do. So, get off. Here we go. Go on in. And there are a couple of areas like this that I would encourage everybody to explore. Because there are chests in here as well. So really quick, I'm just going to go ahead and save in here.
Yeah.
Just so that if we have... There are actually some nasty monsters in here. If we don't play our cards right, they will kick our butts. Even in our gears. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and save here. And this is also a really great moment for a lot of new players. If you want to be able to see this moment, check it out and have this save point active. This is one of those games where I would recommend having multiple save files. And one of the main reasons being you can get really awesome scenes out of it that you don't get access to ever again.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So... Yeah, this unlike the recent Kingdom Hearts game that's coming out, there is no movie mode, all right? There is no being able to check out all the memories. Doesn't exist. I can't use that door. But you could see, like, something was being filmed here.
Yeah.
Because these are supposed to be cameras.
How curious indeed.
I'm going to go upstairs one more time just to make sure that we got all the chests. No. No chests in here whatsoever. But obviously it's like a TV station control room. So, looks like a program might have been filmed here. Probably your local news so that they could get access to the shopping center and go out and interview people.
Yeah.
Because that's what Japanese TV likes to do. We kind of do it, but not really. Unless you're like New York, then maybe you took the time to figure that crap out. Okay. I'm always going to get back into my gears here because you can literally walk yourself into a nasty situation. Oh, you know what? I think this actually houses another area because it's a little back alley. I hate it when you can't see. Okay. Get back out of the gears. And if you're worried about the lack of music, it's not that we had problems. This place literally just doesn't have any music. Oh. Could this be it? Really? Really? Again, my kingdom for... Oh, hi, Shell Bells.
Shell bells.
My kingdom for being able to actually have an item in this game to skip random encounters. I would pay for it. Death Blower 2. Okay, very helpful.
You received the Death Blower.
Yeah,
2.
you could technically get a lot of Death Blower 1 and 2s, or a few Death Blower 1 and 2s. 3, I think there's only like 2 of them. And again, what they do is they unlock level 3 Death Blows, level 2 Death Blows for your gear, if you don't already have them. I don't need them, but hey, if you want to cheat, like you never wanted to level Maria, that's probably the way to do it.